What's going on, guys? My name is Vincent Douglas Allen II, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Timovo Trifold stand case. Now, I purchased this off of Amazon on the 11th, and I just received it today, a date after Prime Day, which is, I believe, July 13th, July 14th. Yeah, whatever day it is. I just received it, and I believe that this case is such a great value for the money that you actually spend that I just had to go and make a review on it. So, let's get into it. Alright, so again, this is the Timovo Trifold stand case. And again, this is for the new 2021 iPad Pro 12.9 M1 chip tablet. I personally love the tablet, and just a little background, I actually own the Magic Keyboard here. My personal iPad here is the slate gray, and the reason why I purchased this case is because, one, I only owned before this the Magic Keyboard, and although it does double as a keyboard and a case, when it's not being used as a keyboard, it's a bit cumbersome to go and use it out in public and even at home, unless you're just sitting in bed or you're at the desk. You can't really use it like you would a normal tablet. It's a great case. It's a great keyboard. I do think Apple made a great hit with this, but if you want to just use it like how I want to use my iPad, just leisurely, like when you're laying in bed, reading an article or watching a YouTube video, or just out and about, sometimes the keyboard case, like I said, is a bit more cumbersome to use. If you want to use it in a portrait style or vertical style, you're gonna have to go and take it out of the case. So I wanted something that I could use while out and about, that was cheap, something that will allow me to use it horizontally, like when I'm inside the kitchen making a meal or following a recipe. I can actually put it inside there without having to worry about destroying or possibly ruining $100 case. And the $100 case I'm referring to is the Apple Smart Folio case. That one is, as of right now, today, $98.74. $98.74. Now, as you can see here on my iPad Pro, I actually have the listing for the Timovo case. Timovo case is $5.99. And I'm not sure it's going to always be this price, but that's the price that I paid for it. I paid for it on July 11th of this year, 2022. Hopefully, it stays this price, because I believe at this price, it's a ridiculously great deal. But with that being said, it's basically $100 difference, between the Apple Smart Folio case, which the Timovo case is trying to replicate. You can't go wrong with it. And let's get into just looking at the actual case itself. This is what it actually shipped into. It was delivered to me in a recyclable plastic bag, shipping bag. This is what it looks like when you take it out of the shipping bag. According to this sticker right here, that's actually on the front of the packaging for the case itself. It was manufactured last year, 2 months ago. So I believe that will be May of 2021. Right now it's Prime Day 2022, or day after Prime Day. One of the main things that drew me to this case was that it came in space gray. My iPad is again, 12.9, 256 gigabyte, 2021 M1 iPad Pro in space gray. I love the color. The only way I would actually love this iPad even more aesthetically is if it was in black, but next best thing to black would just be gray. From what Apple offers. I own the, like I said earlier, Magic Keyboard in space gray. I own the Apple Pen, which only comes in white. Apple Pencil, Gen 2. But I also own the Magic Mouse in the black version, which is the closest version that you can get to owning the space gray when used side by side with the Magic Keyboard. I believe the colors are very similar to the keys on the Magic Keyboard, that is the Magic Mouse, but this isn't about the Magic Mouse. This is about the Timovo case. So the reason why I bought it was because of the color, one of the reasons, and the price. So we take it out of the packaging. You're presented with this nice looking gray color. Now, as you can tell, or maybe you can't, depending on the lighting and the way that you're viewing this video, there is a slight difference, at least to my eyes. The official Apple Magic Keyboard is a darker gray than what the Timovo case is. But ironically, there aren't that many space gray cases or folios that I was able to find on Amazon for a decent price. I don't even think the official Apple Smart Folio case comes in a space gray, which is odd because you would think that they would have products to match the color of the device that you're buying, but it is what it is. All right, so if you were to compare all three of these side by side, this is what they would look like. You have the official Apple Magic Keyboard. You have the Timovo Trifold stand case. You have the 2021 iPad Pro 12.9 inch in space gray. All three of them have 3 different shades of gray, but they all look really nice together. And for what they are, you can't really go wrong with it. So here's what the inside of the case looks like. After you take it out the packaging, you're gonna have this foam inside to protect the innards of the case. Now, I have to say that it does feel really nice. It's very soft, smooth. However, the Apple Magic Keyboard has a more premium feel to it. Apple Magic Keyboard, the feeling is like, it's really hard to describe, like almost like a combination of rubber plus satin plus leather, all three of them together. That's that premium type of feel that you'll get from the Apple Magic Keyboard. You won't get that with the Timovo case. But that's not to say that it's not a good feeling case. The case is like, if I have to guess, like a PU leather or polyurethane leather. like a pleather type of feel, but it's not cheap feeling like you would expect a $6 case or $7 case would be. It's more premium feeling than I would have expected. It meets or exceeds my expectations, to be honest with you. The inside, it's like a soft touch. I want to say like they wanted to somewhat replicate the feel of like a microfiber inlay, but it's very cheap. The inside of it, but it's not rough at all. It will protect the inside of your or the outside of your screen. If you don't have a screen protector on your iPad, I wouldn't worry about it, scratching unless you have like a rock or some dust or something inside to actually scratch, your screen of your iPad. But just by itself, it will definitely protect your iPad from getting scratched. This one is an all magnetic type case. So when you connect it to the iPad, you just lay it flat, making sure that the camera goes right into the camera hole of the Timovo case, and it attaches magnetically. You don't have to go and slip it in like you would like an iPhone case or a phone case. No, it just attaches magnetically. When you close the case, and because that is magnetic, it will include the on and off or sleep feature, meaning that when you close the case, it's going to put it to sleep. You won't have the case being on. You won't have to go and press the power button in order to turn it off. You can actually see right there that it's still off right now because the iPad is still sensing that magnets that are on the case. Speaking of the magnets, if you read any of the reviews on this product, you'll know that a lot of people that have bought this case prior to myself have complained about the magnets being a little weak. And me owning the case and actually reviewing it and actually using it before making this video, I have to agree with them. The magnets are very weak on this case, but it's only $7. Keep that in mind when I go through this. So when you fold over the case, most of the more premium branded cases, when you put the flap towards the back, it's going to hold and stay there magnetically, so you can go and use your iPad for browsing, right? It's going to stay there no matter what, unless you actually pull it down. This one will not. You hold it up, it's just going to flop down. You can feel that it tries to, because of the magnets, but it's just the magnets aren't strong enough. That's just what it is. They're just not strong enough to hold it to the back. When you have it in the front, it is going to turn off the iPad, like I said previously, because of the magnets. But if you hold it upside down, it will try to hold to get onto the iPad, but it's going to sag a little bit, and it will eventually fall. However, with these testing conditions, my question to whoever is wondering, why would you actually do that? You have a potentially $1,300 or $1,000 iPad. Why would you even try to put it in those situations where you would hold it upside down? You get this case, you see it, it's not going to be one made for hard drive protection. It's basically just there to stop or prevent scratches, or allowing you to go and place your iPad down on a surface without having to worry about it getting scratched or broken. This isn't one of those cases that you can actually just drop. This doesn't have fall protection at all. is mainly just for leisure and just, light scratches, protection, uh, the elements, some of the elements. So overall, I say this is no brainer. I only paid $6.48 after tax. That is the price for myself. I currently live in the United States, in California, Southern California, in Orange County. So after tax, it was $6.48. Now, if you want to go for more of an official case, like the Apple Smart Folio case, which I said before the Timovo tries to replicate, that case, which does very similar things, it looks very similar, no extra features other than, it has a more premium materials, it has a more premium feel to it. That's the only thing I can actually think that are different, other than the magnets being a little bit more stronger. They do exactly the same thing. They look exactly the same. That case, the Apple Smart Folio case I'm referring to, is $98.74 as of today. And today is Prime Day, and it's not even on sale. Now, you might find it on sale at a different time, possibly, or at a different retailer. But as of right now, it's $98.74 for me in my current area. Again, I said I'm in Orange County. It's $106.89. $6.48 for this case. $106.89 for the Apple Smart Folio case. That is literally more than $100 more than this case right here. So you can see why I'm so avid about trying to promote this case. I'm not affiliated by Timovo in any way. I purchased it because I needed something to protect my $1,000 iPad from getting light scratches, and just something I can use while, I'm laying in bed or when I'm out and about. So knowing this, I can't actually justify returning this and paying $100 more for something that is going to do exactly the same as this. For the, the basic features, of course, not, magnets are weak, but it's less than $7 after tax for myself. I'm not sure about you in your area, but for me, it was less than $7 after tax. So yeah, I think as long as Timovo, not to be confused with T-Mobile, the cellular carrier, Timovo, as long as they keep this case for $5.99, it's a no-brainer. Anyone who's in the market to buy this particular case, which should be any owner who owns a iPad Pro 12.9, I believe, from the generations of 3 all the way up to generation 5, which is the current one. I believe it might even go down to the iPad Pro 12.9 second generation. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. But as long as you're in the market for it and you don't already own a Folio case and you're in the market to get one that's really cheap, you should definitely take a look at this listing to buy it. $7, people. I'm not sure how many times I can go say that. It's a great deal for $7. I'm happy. I'm ecstatic. I'm glad that I found something that I can actually use for my own uses. It feels good. It looks good with the case. And it's going to do exactly what I needed to do. That's it. That's all I need. I don't need, an extra heavy-duty case because I don't plan on carrying this iPad like that around, especially when it's valued at $1,000 brand new. If I need to, I'll go and buy a heavy-duty case like an OtterBox or something of, that caliber. But for now, just for my uses at home, this is great. $7, you can't beat that. So yeah, I'm hoping that this review actually helps someone who is looking for just a cheap, run-of-the-mill um, smart folio type case for their iPad Pro 12.9 inch. Um, Buy it. That's all I can say. My name is Vincent Allen. I'll be doing more reviews in the future on different products. And I hope this review is helpful. And you will be seeing me later.